I'm Micke Paqvalen, founder of KIOSKED. KIOSKED is a next generation automated native advertising platform that actually solves a major problem for advertising. Basically what we do is we create dynamic ad space in content instead of traditional static ad placements. We dynamically create and fill in content, in view, 100% programmatically advertising, any kind of advertising, display, product, video and content in any content. So originally when we started off building this platform, we basically went from our vision has always been the same, so the technology platform has always been the same actually. So our vision's been that we need to get rid of annoying banner ads, and we need to make advertising a contextual relevant service for the consumer. And the way to do that is actually to build a technology that dynamically creates these ads placements, but also then 100% programmatically fills them with the right kind of ad at the right time, at the right device. The change was based on a fundamental understanding that the business model in the products business is broken and not suited for us, and hence we implemented another kind of business models where we get paid for the engagements and the views, and that's where basically the business started to take off. I think the first one is the kind of a recognition that in a growth company there are different kind of people needed at different stages. So you need to understand that at first you have a stage where you're creating, you have a vision, you're creating a technical platform. You need to have a long-term viable view, and it's about grinding. But then once you get into an execution phase, you need to be extremely agile. You need to be extremely agile and iterate and what we call pivot daily in order to find the right business model. And also that means that for us it meant that we had to move 50% of our organization globally. We have to take out 50% of the organization in Finland and actually move it where the customer is, close to the customer. So it's actually successful businesses are built on a constant learning metaphor, but a constant pivoting metaphor, and being extremely agile, building that into the process, whether it's in development, engineering, whether it's in sales, marketing, is something that is fundamental to be able to adapt to global shift in demand and a global shift in businesses. I think the recognition that company is actually built on people. So it's about building a community. It's about gathering people with a similar passion, similar ethics, and so it's not about finding the absolutely top performers in every aspect. It's about finding the best team that you can get, and then basically take a step backwards and let the team lead the way. So it's very similar to conducting an orchestra. It's not the conductor that makes it happen. It's a conductor that creates the space that actually then musicians who make it happen. And that's a similar thing we have as well, is that my role is just to make sure and facilitate that the people who we have and the team and the community that we have is strong enough to make it happen, and then just take one step backwards and it will happen. I think the fundamental shift that we're seeing now is that 20 years ago we used to say that we came from a small town and Finland was our home market, and then we went global, and by global we meant either going to US or going to Europe or going to a specific country or going to Russia. I think the fundamental shift in the digital society is first of all that we are 24/7. We are live all the time. So are our customers. So we need to adapt to that. We need to have a very much a service-minded mindset. Second thing is that, Finland is our hometown now. It's not anymore our hometown, our small city where we come from. Finland is our hometown. And the global market is every market. So when we go outside of Finland, we can reach everywhere. Internet is here, internet is there, internet is everywhere. So the services we design are instantly available everywhere. And that's a kind of a mindset we should do, a complete shift in mindset. The thing that we often forget is that actually the consumer is in the center of everything. So whether you do B2B business, whether you do B2C business, or whatever business you do, it's always the consumer in the end who makes the key decisions and who pays the bills. So if you forget that, if you create something that is for the consumer annoying and disruptive, in the end it's all going to come back to you, because everything is now transparent. So there is no survival in that mode in the long term. You can do that short term in a specific region, might be specific vertical, but in the long term, all these kind of transaction costs are gonna be disappearing, because there's always somebody who can fix that.